You know, we've all been there before, standing in a supplement aisle at a vitamin shop or a GNC or a food store, and there's rows and rows of, packets and buckets of just every supplement you can think of. And then you're like, do I need a multivitamin? Do I need a probiotic? What's the difference between fish oil and omega-3s? And I think that's no wonder some of us just give up. I know for me, sometimes I just walk out and be like, I'm just gonna take some time at home to research because it's overwhelming and can be just so confusing. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be? It doesn't have to be that way. So I thought in today's video, I'm gonna walk through some of the supplements that I'm currently taking. And I've also included some that I've stopped along the way. But I pair these while taking Mounjaro, well, now tirzepatide for weight loss. It could be Zepbound, it could be any GLP-1 for weight loss. I think for me, I'm so used to saying Mounjaro in my videos because for one, I've spent over 18 months taking it, and then insurance stopped, and then I signed up for the compound through Join Fridays. And also apparently the YouTube algorithm kind of likes Mounjaro a little bit more, but I think for the purpose of just full disclosure, I'm gonna start using tirzepatide in the near future. But none of these products that I'm talking about, I'm not sponsored, would love to be, but I pay my own money for these. And these are, supplements and brands that I've stuck with for a long time based off the research that I've done. But before I get any further, I have to say it, please consult with your doctor. I'm not a medical professional. Consult with them before taking any supplements because for one, you may not need any of these. That's why they're called supplements. But I say do your own due diligence before starting to take any supplements on the market. But as I said before, I think one of our biggest challenges we face when it comes to supplements is just the sheer amount of misinformation out there. You can pick up your phone, go on social media, your iPad, and you're just bombarded with ads and posts telling us this supplement right here is going to solve all of our health problems. But how do we really know what to believe? And the truth is, I know I can speak for myself, but I think sometimes I'm guessing, or I base it off of hearsay or recommendations from friends and family, but I've gotten better with my research over the past year or two. But what if I told you could identify, supplements that'll really make a difference in your life, made a difference in my life. And as we navigate the world of supplements, it's easy to get caught up in those latest trends and fads. For example, colostrum is all of the rage right now, but is it really worth the hype? My initial research is telling me yes, but I still have a lot more to do. And then it's like, what about collagen supplements? Do they really improve, skin, hair, nails, and, joint health? And the truth is, yes, I do believe some supplements are game changers, while others are nothing more than expensive placebos. So how do we separate the winners from the losers? And how do we just take a step back and realize what one may need, another may not? And comment below, what is your current supplement stack? Because I love to learn what is working for all of you so I can add it more to my research. But let's talk about my own experiences with supplements, because I used to be one of those people that thought certain supplements were really just beneficial to gym enthusiasts and bodybuilders. But then I started, especially when I started taking Mounjaro, I noticed my energy levels were a little bit off, especially a day or two after taking Mounjaro for weight loss. And no matter how much, I exercised, got, sun, or how healthy I was eating, I couldn't seem to shake off some of that fatigue. And so that's when I really started to explore the world of supplements. And what I discovered, in my opinion, I felt like changed everything for me. Because I learned that certain supplements can not only boost my energy, but could also support, my immune system, improve my mood. And the biggest is just helping me sleep better. I started researching, supplements for overall health, gut health, how to improve sleep, and also promote hair growth. I'm still learning and I'm still evolving, but I think one of the most powerful insights that I have gained on my own health journey is really the importance of customization. Because there's no one size fits all to the supplements, kind of like there's no one size fits all approach to taking a GLP-1 for weight loss. Because what worked for me may not work for you. That's why I think it's just crucial to understand our own individual needs and what are your health goals. But I think when we take the time to understand what our bodies are telling us, we can tailor our supplement routine to support our unique health journey. I think as I look back on my own journey, I realized that incorporating the right supplements into my daily routine has really been a game changer, because it's not about taking a pill or it could be a capsule. It's about really, I think, taking control of our health, being proactive, making informed choices that support just our own well-being. And that's what I want for all of us, to have just the knowledge and the confidence to make the right choices for our own health. And for the purpose of this video, I decided I wanted to break my supplements up into 2 categories. And the first one I'm calling, it's my Mounjaro or Zepbound starter stack. And in this stack, I really think it's the most important supplements that I've started from day one. And then I'm going to have another of just, I want to put it in the category of add-ons. Some I'm still taking, some I've stopped, but with a very good reason. And so the very, very first supplement in my starter stack is to find yourself a very good multivitamin. I think taking a multivitamin can be just extremely beneficial for us, even if you're not taking Mounjaro. I think it just helps fill the potential gaps in our diet, ensuring we receive the, essential nutrients to maintain our optimal health. This is, not needed. They say if you get all your nutrients from the food you're eating. I know for me, I could do the best to have the most well-balanced meals throughout the day, and I'm still gonna fall short on vitamins and minerals. I'm still learning. Now, just in this category alone of multivitamins, you can spend hours researching what is the best brand. You could be like, well, why is that one so much more money than that one? And then you can be like, oh, well, this is what this person on social media is taking. But I went with a brand called Thorne because it's considered one of the best in the supplement market. It's not the only one by any means. It's just known for using, high quality bioavailable ingredients which are easily absorbed in your body. And that was key for me. They also avoid unnecessary fillers, artificial additives and allergens. And they undergo third-party testing to ensure purity, potency, and just quality. They're very transparent with their sourcing and formulation of their products, and I appreciate that. And I can tell from my research that I was doing, it is such a rarity. I kept seeing an ad in the past couple weeks from another company that said 30 and upwards of 50% of supplements on the market can contain ingredients that differ from what is listed on the label. That is crazy to me that they can do that. And if you don't believe me, Google it, because you'll go down a rabbit hole like I did. But I think the cool thing for me was that I decided to just change from the multivitamin I was taking over to Thorne, because it allowed me also to stop taking additional vitamins that I was to get the percentage up for the daily, allowance. And this had everything I needed. To name some, vitamin D, B12, biotin. I mean, the list is extensive. And I have no issues with it because it is a slightly bigger pill size. But I've been a big fan of this for over a year now. Second supplement in my starter stack is going to be electrolytes. I think electrolytes are important when taking, Mounjaro and Zepbound for weight loss, because as we all know, the medication affects, our appetite and our digestion, which can lead to, hydration and nutrient absorption issues, making it more difficult for our body to maintain a proper balance of electrolytes. So I think by just ensuring you have adequate levels of electrolytes, you can avoid dehydration, you can avoid muscle cramps, fatigue, and just any side effects that, you're trying to obviously avoid, and you want to be able to support your weight loss journey and your overall health. And I rotate between a couple brands, but what I'm mainly looking for in an electrolyte for myself is one that has just a good balance of potassium, magnesium, and sodium, does not have any added sugar. And I'm trying to avoid artificial sweeteners and natural flavors to a certain extent, but I rotate between these products here. And sometimes I want to control the flavor, so that's where I'll use my own Element unflavored packet. But I recently learned about a brand called Scratch, and I've really enjoyed them. Very hint of an orange flavor. And then because I was buying some Flavor City stuff to try, I picked up the variety pack with a big Black Friday sale, and I'm enjoying these as well. And what you don't see in front of me, I also did Laird Superfoods Hydrate. It's dried coconut water. That was a risk for me because I have tried coconut water for a long time and I just don't like the taste of it. But that one had just a subtle flavor, and I masked it with lemon and lime juice, and I've been loving it. But I've made also massive changes to my diet early on. And that's why I think electrolytes were important for me, because I noticed that since I moved away from ultra processed foods, my sodium levels were a lot low. And then also, especially not right now, but in the summer when it's hot and I was working out outside, I needed a tad more because I was noticing at times at night, I was having a little bit of foot cramps. And once I really got my electrolytes on point and I stayed hydrated, it really helped with that. It also helped with fatigue and nausea. And then the third item in my starter, my little Mounjaro starter stack, is to find yourself a good protein. Once again, you may not need this. You may not need protein powders or protein drinks. But I know for me, I really tried to hit my protein goals with Whole Foods, but I fell short. And we all know that protein is essential to preserving lean muscle mass, maintaining our energy levels. We want to support our metabolism and really do anything we can to reduce any hunger that we have. But getting a good quality protein powder was extremely important to me because the type and quality of protein you consume really can directly affect your health, your muscle recovery, and your weight loss goals. And not all protein powders are created equal. And this one, you could go down a rabbit hole just researching as well. And this is one of those areas that I've evolved since I started taking Mounjaro, because I was drinking Fairlife Nutrition chocolate protein shakes. And do not get me wrong, I still have one on occasion because either I bought a lot of cases or I was gifted many cases during my weight loss journey. I think I'm down to like 1.5 now. But if you watched any of my past videos as of late, I am on this new journey of just learning about ingredients in my foods, things that I'm eating and drinking, and just sucralose and natural and artificial flavors are ingredients that I'm slowly phasing out. Once again, this is a decision I'm making. By no means am I going to sit here and tell you to avoid them and why you need to avoid them. I say do your own research, but right now I'm really enjoying Flav City. It's a complete protein powder, and then I also love Truvani. One's a whey protein, one's a pea protein. I'm currently looking for a clean, grass-fed, unflavored whey protein to start adding to my smoothies in the near future. But let me tell you, this with coffee is amazing. And so, yeah, these are the 3 electrolytes, protein powder, and multivitamin. These are the 3 key things that I have in my current Mounjaro Zepbound starter stack. And if I could say to start anywhere, it would probably be with these 3. But I didn't just take these 3. There were a couple additional supplements along the way, and I thought it would also be important to just talk about them in the video as well, why I have them as add-ons or why I've stopped them. And the first one is a probiotic. I think probiotics play an essential role in maintaining just a healthy balance of gut bacteria. And this is one area that I'm putting a lot of focus on in 2025, just learning about, gut health. But a really good probiotic is important for maintaining healthy digestion, can reduce bloating, support, regular bowel movement. It supports your immune function, can reduce gastro issues like, diarrhea and constipation. I once again take one from the brand Thorne, again, because I just love that they focus on good, clean, additive, effective ingredients. And if you buy a couple different things, you could save some more money. But another add-on that I use daily is a good collagen peptide. I put this in my coffee just about every day. And the reason I may not take it every day is because some of the Flav City protein powders have about 10 grams of collagen in it. So I just didn't think I needed to double dip between the two. But a good collagen is good for your skin, hair, nails, and joints. And I noticed for me, it had a big difference on my nails within like 4 or 5 weeks. But I also wanted to make sure I did everything that I possibly could to prevent hair loss while taking Mounjaro. And if you didn't know, because I know there's always so much debate on this, but hair loss is listed as a side effect of Zepbound. So I wanted to make sure I did everything I possibly could to strengthen my hair. And then the next couple of add-ons, you know, I've since phased out, and I don't have one of them in front of me, but B12 injections I did for a very, very long period of time. And I know I can only speak for myself that I felt like they helped tremendously with fatigue, but I've since phased it out because when you find yourself a good multivitamin, there's plenty of B12 in this for me to hit my daily percentages. And then another one, and I'm probably going to butcher the name, but it's magnesium glycinate. I take this either in warm water or tea, but the main reason I added this to my supplement stack was that I was a terrible sleeper, and especially in the beginning. And it's been night and day since I've added this product, along with changing my evening habits to promote just quality sleep. This is also really good for heart health, blood sugar regulation, mood, and bone density, to just name a couple that I've read about it. But the other one is like when I fall short on my fiber goals, sometimes I'll have a fiber supplement. And this literally has one main ingredient besides gelatin, is psyllium husk. But since I've started learning about basil seeds and putting a bigger emphasis on looking at getting in fiber-rich foods, I rarely have to take this supplement. But in the beginning of my Mounjaro weight loss, this was a regular in my stack. And then I saved Nutrafol for last because I stopped taking this about a year into my journey. I'm not super convinced it helped, but I don't think it hurt. I got caught up reading, and I'm sure you have, just comments on social media about people that were losing their hair, and it's definitely a need to panic, but this isn't cheap. I was like, I want to do everything I can to protect my hair at all costs. Like I said, after a year, I phased this. I did not experience any major hair loss, just your normal shedding. So could this have helped? Possibly. Or was it, you know, some of my other supplements and eating a really good high protein and clean diet? Quite possibly could have been that as well. So what are my takeaways from all this? Is that I really think supplements can be a powerful tool in our quest for optimal health, but I think only if we approach them with the right mindset. We really need to be informed. We need to be curious. We need to just be willing to experiment and find what works for us. And most importantly, we need to remember that supplements are just really, truly one piece of the puzzle. They're meant to support just our healthy habits. They're not meant to replace them. And you may not need certain supplements based off of conversations with your doctor, also based off of your blood work results. I'm adding, the lone one left in here, I'm adding creatine to my stack next year. And I'm still, like I said from the beginning, I'm still researching colostrum. I've researched it so far, and I've talked to a couple people that said that it has just changed their lives, but it's really expensive. It's like $100 a month. But maybe when I phase out, you know, possibly some of my tirzepatide injections next summer, I'm looking to possibly cancel my gym membership because I'm finding myself working out so much more in my own place, or my condo has a gym as well because my schedule's been all over the place with work. But in order for me to add something like that, I'm going to have to cut back spending in other areas. But I think, yes, you know, my overall health is extremely important to me, but it's not at the expense of my savings. And I don't need to be taking a million things. But I want to thank you for making it this far into this video on my journey on supplements. But if you have any experience with supplements, like I said early on, I would love to hear about them in the comments below. What are your thoughts on my starter stack of just, you know, multivitamin, electrolytes, and protein powders? Am I missing any supplements? Tell me why. I would love to know, you know, what your opinions are on certain supplements. Also, don't forget to check out some of my other videos on Mounjaro, Zepbound, tirzepatide weight loss, and just insights that I'll be providing, you know, regarding just achieving optimal health. But like I said, thank you for making it this far in this video. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Chaos. All the supplement chaos.